Welcome back to another Back and Bogies.
Whoa! See, that's why you don't do intros.
Okay, welcome back to No Back Talk, Back and Bogies podcast.
Episode 12.
Yeah, episode 12.
Woo!
Back out here in the caddy shack.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
Last podcast we filmed in.
It's that frog.
Oh, and the first episode, or the last episode we did was in the living room with Cody.
Yes. For some reason, I was thinking about when me, you, and Lee did the podcast. But yeah. All right, yeah. That was good. I enjoyed that.
So do you have any idea what we're talking about today?
I mean, kind of.
Okay.
You?
Well, let them know. Let them know. Yeah, you're welcome.
So we've been practicing for softball season. We're going to be playing in the Curry Tuck League, the adult league. So our first game, so it's, as of right now of filming, it's the 14th. First game is Wednesday the 21st. So it is literally next week. 6 days away.
Yep.
7 days away. It's Wednesday.
Yep.
For some reason I thought it was Thursday.
A week from today.
Yeah. So a week from today we have our first game, doubleheader. Stoked. Be nice to see how it goes.
How you feeling?
Good,
You
man.
You think you're ready?
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Just got a couple things that we need to polish up with your game, and
Yeah.
a couple of things we haven't touched on.
Yeah.
So, one thing I know that I don't think you know how to properly run the bases. And I know you might think that I'm not making you sound like an idiot,
No.
but there is a science to how you run the bases.
Like
It's not just,
out wide.
yeah, but there's what foot touches the bag, like,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, like tagging up whenever there's.
My game plan is to get close and drop at shoulder.
That's a great plan.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, it's all fun and games till, the first baseman's 6'3" and like 260.
You know, David won that fight, right?
Huh?
David versus Goliath.
David
won.
Yeah. Stab him. Here we go. Cleats first. Who was that did that a while back? Stomped all over home dude's hand with the metal cleats in Major League?
Oh, I don't remember.
It's
I
been a
don't
while.
remember.
It's been years back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways.
So honestly, how are you feeling going into the season, man? How you are you nervous? Are you?
No.
How do you feel about your equipment?
Your equipment?
That's not true.
No.
I mean, yes, it's my bats, but everything else is yours.
I feel good, man. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get anything else. I might get another bag at some point. I mean, I'm just gonna see how the season goes first, though.
Let's see how you like it.
Yeah. Which I know I'm gonna get into it, but I just want to try to refrain from doing like we do with every other thing we do, and blow thousands of dollars right off the rip before we've even started, like we did airsoft, golf, fucking
YouTube.
This.
Yeah.
Like
the Caddyshack.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
But you can go to Play It Against Sports and get you a good bag.
Yeah. That's what I plan on doing. I just don't want to blow a bunch of money on like I bought another glove. I bought a 14-inch, basically all field glove. It was like $60-$70. So, which I think was a good purchase. But
it needs to be broke in for sure. I mean, it's
solid.
Yeah,
a little stiff.
It's stiff. Well, once you get it broke in, what I would recommend is, honestly, for the first game, since we're not really going to have time to fully break that glove in, is warm up with the Wilson, continue to break it in, and then game time use the Rawlings.
Yeah, that's
what I would do. Just until you get it broken. There's nothing. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with your glove, but in game situation, you don't want a glove that you can't depend on.
Yeah. And
because it's not broken, once it gets broken, it'll be perfectly fine.
Like when me, you, and Lee were out at the field, a couple of balls, I just completely there's no reason I shouldn't have caught it, but I just could not get it. Like it's solid.
It's stiff, yeah, super stiff.
But no, I mean I've got quality gloves, quality batting gloves. I mean we've got quality bats. I mean, as far as equipment goes, I got the old Mike Trouts.
Me too. I have them in all red. He has them in blue.
So yeah, it's really
Trout 7s.
Yeah. So
my question is it's funny how our podcast always turned into like an interview session. It's like I ask you some questions, you ask me some questions. So we're really going to go into the season with 3 bats. We got the Ronin, we got the Worth, and then we got the new DeMarini and Autoli.
Yeah.
Early predictions. Which bat you think you can perform the best with?
The DeMarini, honestly.
You think so?
Yeah, because live BP, our first our practice we had with some of the people we're actually playing with on the team. We went out. My first up to bat, I was using a DeMarini, and I felt like I was killing some of them.
And mind you, everybody, it was almost fresh out the wrapper. We'd only taken about 15 swings with it before that
out
practice.
Here in the back.
Yeah, we took maybe 15 swings with it and then went to a live BP practice. So compression was still around 310, 300 on that bat.
Yeah.
And for somebody who's never played baseball or softball ever, which I'm going to come back to that, you right out the gate, first at bat, you hit one to the fence. Like, it hits the bottom of the fence in the air. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, mind you, you did hit something like it didn't help that the guy that was pitching to us was throwing in on our hands a lot. So it hit a lot of stingers.
Yeah.
I think sometimes you can get out of control. You can get out of your mindset of, okay, keep your hands in,
yeah,
elbow in, nice and compact, like the Bryce Harper drill.
Yep.
Like that just goes out the mind, especially in BP when you're just cuts. You know, so you could tell when you were starting to get kind of loosey-goosey because you'd start skying them.
Yeah.
You'd hit some in foul territory, you'd start skying them up. Swinging at balls that you shouldn't have been swinging at, but because you want to get swings in, you're taking cuts anyways.
My second at-bat was worse than my first, and I switched bats up and all that, and I don't know. I probably shouldn't have. I should have just kept with what I was doing.
Yeah, you swung one of our coaches' bats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is hot, but it's weighted completely different. Like, it was just, So, I mean, I feel like BP went good.
I was impressed with your first practice. And then, obviously, since then, we've had a couple of our own private practices with me, you, and Lee.
Some of the local courses.
Or local fields.
God,
at our local
fields. Habit, man.
At some of our local fields. We've done some local practices, and it's really coming around. Your basics are there. Now it's just trying to now it's got to show you some of the stuff I haven't had. I've had to focus on the fundamentals with you, and now
it's the technicals.
Now it's the technicals. Yeah. Now it's more the advanced stage of, always situations in your mind.
Yeah.
So next time we go out to a practice, I was talking to Taylor about this, and I was talking to Lee about it the other night, is that the next time we have a practice, we're going to actually do like live BP, which is not like what we were doing before where I was just pitching to you. It's take balls. Yeah. Like, don't swing at balls. Only swing at strikes. If I walk you, okay, there's a runner on first. Situational hitting.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Live BP.
Okay.
Just to get you used to that mindset. I'd like to try to do it this coming up weekend. I mean, I know me and you both are busy, but if we can squeeze some time in, maybe later this week, something where we can get out onto a field and get that in. Or maybe it's early next week before Wednesday. Yeah. Maybe Monday, Tuesday. See what we have on the agenda and try to get out on the field.
I like that.
Still got juice? Yeah, we're good. But dude, I'm super stoked. This is the first time in 3 years that I've 2 years. 2 years. No, it's been
longer than that.
It's been 3 years. Malin's almost 1. Taylor was pregnant before that for about 3 months. So yeah, it's been about 3 years.
I was gonna say it's before I met you, and that was at the old tractor.
That opened in 21.
I started August
of 20.
Yeah.
So it's been since 19 before COVID.
Yeah.
So before COVID. So it's been at least 3 years since I played.
Actually, we had that stupid fucking mask mandate that
Yeah. Everybody did.
Stupid.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I mean, I've been really out here grinding. I've been taking cuts out here almost every night. Just trying to break in the DeMarini, get myself back into shape. I'm getting less and less sore after these workouts, and honestly, I feel healthy. It might not look like I'm losing weight, but I feel like I am.
Hey, mindset's everything, man.
Yeah. So I'm really excited. I'm curious where Coach is going to put me in the field.
Yeah.
Wherever, I don't care. I can play any position out there. Not trying to sound cocky, but I can play any position out there. So, I mean, obviously, Coach will probably play shortstop, honestly. I mean, we saw him at BP. He got shortstop down. Yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited. I've got all my bats broke in. Well, DeMarini's getting there. We can definitely tell a difference in the DeMarini now that we're taking more cuts with it. All my gloves are good and broken. I've got all the equipment that I need, so I'm ready. Yeah. I'm waiting for Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm stoked, man.
Yeah,
The fields we're playing on are gorgeous.
I'm looking for a hot dog in between games. Throwing the dog at the bench.
Yeah,
right on cue.
I'm hitting home plate and I'm right out.
Yeah, right I gotta go get my dog at the turn in between the doubleheader.
Mustard stains on my beard when I'm up to bat.
And puking in the third inning.
Yeah,
because I ate 3 hot dogs and chugged a beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have chili all on my face.
Yeah, intimidation factor.
I don't know. Maybe
I'm gonna tell Coach put you in a picture. I'm gonna get you a full damn pitcher's gear.
We'll go out there with
a goalie outfit out there just cooking in the goalie outfit.
Until I crumble.
Late July, full goalie outfit to pitch. You'd die. Especially if you with your past of health issues.
Jesus, I'd die.
Yeah,
I would crumble.
Yeah,
it's like you're gonna see me start getting a little weak in the knees, and it's just gonna be.
Yeah, down goes our pitcher. But dude, I'm super stoked, man. When are we gonna get back out on the course?
I don't know.
I almost don't want to until we're done with softball.
I can't do that. I cannot.
The only reason why I say that is because I feel like it's going to mess with my swing so bad. So you've been playing. Has it messed with your swing at all? Are you slicing the ball?
No, my driving's been the best it's ever been.
Really?
I swear to God.
How about your iron play?
Not bad. It's just my around the green.
So it's your close game.
Yeah.
Stuff that you need to practice.
My where I need to be hitting. I'm hitting approach wedges where it's releasing a lot because I'm not getting the spin.
Yeah.
I need to be hitting my 56 or my 52, but I just keep blading them. So but my putting's getting better. I'm back to where I was consistent claw grip before, but my drives, man, I'm just slow, steady swings on number 4. I put it out past that Toro box for like 3 and some change. Granted, it probably hit at like 280, 275, 280 and rolled up, but I hit a few drives the last time I played that first 18. I hit a few drives that were like well above 250. So somebody saws on through the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not terrible at all. My alignment is a little off still, but I'm striping my hybrid. It's probably one of my most consistent clubs now, which is disgusting. And I don't know why.
Good. That's good. I mean, I haven't played in
a while. Yeah. Then.
Yeah. It's been a while. I can't remember.
Seascapes.
No, I played since then. You played the Pines since then.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No? Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. I played all.
I think we both
So,
did.
I'm going to call him out on the podcast. Did you shoot a true 84 the other day?
I swear to God.
True, honest.
I swear to God.
No bullshit drops. No, hey, let me give myself a good lie.
So, on number 4, I hit my drive, and then I hit to get over the water for an eagle look, and I hit the cart path. Like, truthfully, I was aiming center green where I was at, and I shanked off to the left, hit the cart path, rolled down, and it was down in that shit.
That marshy.
And I was like, it's right here. So I pulled it up, and I pulled it up out. But I think I parred it.
So that one stroke, but an 85.
Yeah. But outside of that, swear to God, it was one of the best games that I could have played. Like, everything just came around. And then after that...
sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes taking a break and not trying to be so serious about something and doing something else takes your mind off of the pressure of it.
And I went out there with the intent... hole number 1, I hit a beautiful drive, but I ended up having to take a drop because I hit it so goddamn far. I hit it in the water to the left. Like, straight as an arrow, bloop, in the water.
So, honest to God, broke 90.
Yeah. Like, Kaylee as my witness, and it wasn't her keeping score kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, was not bad at all. I was really happy with it, but I know it'll probably be 6 months before I ever do something like that again. It sucks, though, because I feel like, and then, okay, so that was a few times ago.
That was this past time.
Or, yes. Yeah. But a few times, like, the
ones you didn't punch in your score? Because I only know that because I saw it on 18 Birdie.
Yeah.
I know you played a couple times and didn't punch in an 18 Birdie score.
Let me check, because I thought I did.
Or maybe it was one other time you played and didn't. Or maybe you started and then you were like, "Fuck this, I'm not."
Well, the 9 that I had that I played after that 18, I never ended up finishing it out.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, because see, this has me at
80 cap, a handicap like 6. Bullshit.
No. It's
anybody who played with Kevin knows that bullshit.
12.3.
So that what it is? 12.3.
Mm-hmm. Oh. So I played 9 on the 3rd and shot 8 over through 9 with 3 pars. So I shot.
See, that one I didn't see. It must not popped up on my feed.
Yeah, I shot a 44, and then
shout out 18 birdies. It's not a sponsorship, but if any of you want to see what we're doing when we are out on the golf course,
you're more than welcome to add us.
Look us up on 18 birdies. Well,
yeah,
can't really because nobody knows what our last names are, and I'm not putting it out there.
So like, Eagle, motherfucker. How do I go back? Okay, so like the 20th of last month, I shot an 87 at Eagle Creek.
That one I definitely call bullshit on.
I played with 3 other people. Like, so I played.
So was it me?
No,
because you shoot 80s whenever you're by yourself. When you play with me, you shoot like 95, 98.
I feel like it's because I'm trying to compete with you, like subconsciously. I really do. I don't know. I feel like
I'm going out there shooting 93. Why are you trying to compete with me? If you just play straight up,
like
you beat me.
Compete with you, but like, I feel like
do I intimidate
need to play better. No, it's not that. Like I feel like, especially like for instance on our videos, like our break par, scramble, stuff like that. It's like I know I shouldn't put pressure on myself, and I do my best to not. But it's like I want to play better. I feel like I should be playing better than I am because I have these like, okay, so I shot 90 on the 27th. No, I shot an 89 on the 27th, and then I shot a 90 on the 29th. And then it dropped. I shot an 87 on the 3rd, and then the 84 over the weekend.
Yeah.
So I have progressively gotten a little better, but then like the 9 that I played that I didn't finish out because I stopped keeping track because I was playing with the others, I was 6 over through 3 holes. So.
Oh, yeah. That's the Kevin that plays with me.
Yeah. So it was just...
Because I could use that Kevin that shoots a mid-80s.
So my problem is I need to...
Especially on our scrambles.
Yeah.
I mean, goddamn.
So I know it's what we've talked about forever. I've literally I don't swing fast. Like, I'm not swinging fast.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hitting good drives, and that's what you're supposed to do with a regular flex anyways. It's not made for swinging out of your shoes. If that was the case, I need a stiff flex. But I don't do that because I'm too inconsistent.
You know what I think is helping with that? And I'm not even bullshitting you. Swinging a softball bat.
Yeah.
Because now that you see how out of control you are whenever you swing full swing with a softball bat, maybe you're dialing it back with a golf club.
That's fair.
Subconsciously.
Because since we've started practicing, like a month and a half ago, my long game has come around. Like I said, it's my short game that's killing me, man.
That's the stuff you have to practice.
That's the
your long game stuff you don't necessarily have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps to, but all you're gonna do is get in your head. But your short game is something you just need to practice.
Yeah.
And we've been practicing doing softball. Normally, fall and winter, that's what we're doing. We're practicing short game. We're hitting our wedges. We're so that's when our short game comes around.
Yeah. So because getting up near the green isn't the issue. I'm giving up a lot of really, really good opportunities.
So I know you played over the weekend. And I know this is but are you following through like with your chips, or are you stopping it at the ball like you used to?
No, I'm following through.
Like, are you
thin as fuck?
Oh, okay.
I
wonder if you're decelerating.
I don't.
You might be.
Maybe.
If you're thinning it, that's probably what you're doing. You're trying to compensate. Is that maybe you brought the club a little bit too far back, so now you're going to slow down to, like.
Or I'm following my hands through more than I need to be. That way I'm catching the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so what I've started doing is just like.
Play the ball farther back in your feet?
No, just not touch them. I'm just, like, if I'm off the green or something like that, I almost, like.
Like you're a wide stance? Like an iron?
No, I'll
play the ball.
I'll take my approach wedge and almost flatten it out.
Mm-hmm, that's what I do.
Bump it up and just roll it up close.
That's what I do.
But as far as like on the turtleback greens, like the elevated greens we have, well, they're not turtlebacks.
Well,
but
kind of are. Some of them are.
Some kind of. But like the elevated greens, if I'm at the bottom of that hill, bro, it's over. It's getting sent to the other side, or I'm going to chunk the shit out of it like 3 times trying to get up. Like, it's terrible.
So if you know that, why don't you try to set yourself up better off the tee?
Well, yeah.
Because, like, for example, number 11. 11's a hole that you always play driver on. You always play driver, and then you're always in between clubs hitting into the green, so you always end up either hitting it fast.
That's the somewhat drivable island.
Yes.
So I did that when I played. I ended up playing my hybrid and played it up the left side and then approach wedged up onto the green.
Oh, and it stayed on the green.
Yeah, and that was it.
Yeah, so you just need to just course management.
Just because the green is, I mean, middle of the green's like 340 or something like that. I don't know. It's not that
like
far.
309.
Okay.
Middle of the green.
Yeah, because I put it where I could hit an approach wedge, but it wasn't a full approach wedge. But
yeah, so you probably hit your hybrid or 190 ish.
Yeah.
And then left yourself about 110.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did do that on some of them just because I was like, I know on this hole how I do every time. And one, I was hitting a little bit of, it was either straight or a little bit of a baby fade. And I was like, I don't want to hit a little bit of a fade and end up in the trees to the right because I don't want to hit over the water. I want to hit from the green side, grass side up. That way I have more green to work with because with how well I hold a green, hitting over the water, I have, this much green to work with. And it's going to hit, even if I hit right on the edge of the second cut, it's going to roll off to the other side because it slopes back. And I know that. So I was like, I'm going to play it hybrid because I've been more consistent with my hybrid and I can kind of put it a little better where I want it. I didn't want to put it as far left as I did, but I'd rather have it to the left than I was like, don't hit your fucking driver because we know what happens every single time.
Yeah, okay.
So I
just came up with something off the top of my head. You know how last podcast I told everybody at home that we were going to start doing segments. So like mine is going to be like Tyler's top 3, Tyler's top 5, Tyler's top 10. Have you thought of a segment that you want to do?
Dude, I'm going to be completely honest with you.
You forgot?
No.
Okay.
I haven't forgot. Well, I
just came up with one.
So long since
I just came up with one off the top of my head, and if you want to do it, we can roll with it.
All right.
It's going to sound cheesy as fuck.
All right.
Because I know you're not a doctor, but Dr. Kevin's advice.
Okay. For what?
Well, this is what I'm getting at. Is that now you're no longer a beginning golfer.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. You've been playing for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're no longer a beginner.
Yeah.
You're not quite an amateur. You're kind of like an intermediate.
Yeah.
So what my question is, now you can piggyback off this if you don't like this segment. We can do something else, but we'll just do this for this episode.
Okay.
What's your 3 pieces of advice you'd give to a brand new golfer? Now that you've been through the complete beginning stages of never picking up a golf club, to grinding it out, to buying new clubs, to doing this and that, what are your top 3 advices to a brand new golfer?
I still don't live this at all, so I'm going to give this advice. Don't expect me to take it myself. Okay. I mean, the number one is that I still struggle with is realize you're not just going to go out there and get the hang of it and kill it. I mean, I still go out and struggle every time I golf. Like, I've had a couple of decent games or decent rounds, but I mean, I still have to go out there and struggle my ass off. I mean, there's definitely games where I'll go out and play and it's like, fuck this. But I mean, realize you're not going to go out there and kill it. You're not going to. Some people are naturals. Don't get me wrong. Some people are absolute naturals, and it just comes to them a little better. But that's not everyone. And realize that you're going to struggle, and it's something that you have to put time and effort into to be able to get better at. If you're not playing consistently enough to be able to continue to practice to get better, you're not going to get anywhere. I mean, if I took, a sparring lesson or a boxing lesson at, the UFC gym in Virginia Beach, once a month, it doesn't mean I can go fight Conor McGregor,
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's a good analogy.
So, like, if you're not going to go out and practice, I'm not saying you have to get professional, but we've talked about, like, playing in tournaments and stuff. I'd love to be able to go and actually place in a tournament. I don't want to go out and expect to win.
I'm really thinking about playing that one.
The single.
I
have, yeah.
So, only $45.
Yeah. So, I mean, don't expect to just go out and kill it right off the rip. There's going to be a huge learning curve. There's a lot that you're not going to understand. There's going to be a lot that you're going to have to try to get used to. You're going to think you're doing a lot of things right just because it feels good to you. It's not right. I've had to switch up everything that I felt good at first. And if you go back and watch some of my swings, I remember a video specifically of when my swing was coming around just because it wasn't as fucking bad. I was wearing that like paisley shirt I brought back, that nice ass shirt, my black pants, a ball cap, and my Puma shoes. Remember the video vividly. And we were at the Pines, and it was before they put the no clubs over 200 yards. And we were I was taking swings with my driver. And my swing, I watched that video, and I'm like, I want to fucking delete this. Like,
oh yeah, the TikTok of that. Yeah,
me
that side
and me. Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing with your body? Stop.
Yeah.
So I can tell, and just even in the past couple of weeks that, like I was saying, my driver's coming around a lot better, which I was struggling with because I was super inconsistent. And I'm sure the inconsistency will happen again just because I go through like phases at this point. But as long-winded as that was, realize you're not going to just go out and like crush it, in the first year or maybe even 2. I mean, there's people that have been out there for, 5 years and still absolutely fucking suck. But they do it for the love of the game. It's not because
I'm one.
You do it for the love of the game, not, to go out and really. Nobody goes into it with the mindset of, I'm going to be a millionaire doing this. Like, everybody started from scratch. Some of the best players in the world started off playing because they love this sport. Played in college, played in high school, whatever. It's for the love of the sport. I'm sure none of them imagine they would be where they are now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's where you're going to be, because you're probably not. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the percentiles.
Dream crusher over here.
Yeah, that's fine.
But no, I mean, you're not going to go out and crush it. Let's be honest. So patience and practice. It's my wife made cookies.
Nice.
Sugar cookies.
Nice.
They're gonna be rock solid by the time I get home. That'll be all right.
So what's point number 2?
So number 2. Once again, don't go off of our videos. The clubs are not gonna make you better, bro. If you have I did it because I'm bougie as fuck and I have to have nice shit. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I've spent way too much fucking money on my clubs. Like,
you've got to start playing in tournaments.
I think I've probably got close to, in all of my golf stuff, and let's not calculate how much I've spent on balls over the past 2 years. I've gotten into a habit where I buy limited, like, or, you know, short run golf balls, like for, like Callaway's taco balls for, you know, Cinco de Mayo. I got the 4-leaf clover ones for St. Patrick's Day. I've got some of the Vices that came out that aren't, So.
The black Vices. After I told you hit a black ball because you can't find a club face.
Yeah, exactly. So I've also got the winter dinner for the Masters, plus the hat and the tees to go with it. It's disgusting. I have a bad habit. But
no, what the bad habit about it is that he has all those golf balls, and he has none in his golf bag.
That's not true. I bought another box of Vice Drives.
He's got 4 dozen golf balls that he doesn't use. But then he's only got about 8 golf balls in his bag at a time.
Yeah, I'll spend like 40 on a dozen for all each of those.
And then buy a 24-pack of noodles.
Yeah, or, you know, like an $18 fucking 12-pack of rehits.
Wilson velocities.
No, I'll kill him. But yeah, so I think I'm pushing now after everything, and I'm buying a new umbrella for this summer. I'm going to be pushing close to $5,000. The umbrella I'm buying is like $250.
Why the what?
Yeah, it's a really, really nice.
Why?
I don't know.
Jesus.
It might not be $250. It might be like right at $200. But I know
that's a new wedge.
Yeah, which is going to end up happening.
And buy a cheap umbrella, get you a better wedge. Umbrella ain't gonna save your game.
Well, that's fair. Yeah.
You need a new wedge.
Yeah. But I'm definitely pushing.
You need a 52 because
Yeah.
you're using that old vokey that it ain't got no spin to it. You got the good 56.
And I hit out of the grass not too long ago, and there was a pebble. So now I have this little nick right on the blade edge of the 52.
Well, the 52 or the 56?
The 52, not the 56.
The 52 is already dinged up.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying it pissed me off.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, don't go dropping thousands of dollars on clubs. Give
Not
yourself
yet.
time. Yeah, that's in due time. Go and get, if you really want to do something like that, which I feel like I did right with what I bought because it's not terrible, but if you're going to do it.
Before you say what you're about to say, did you play better with that beginner set that was given to you or the hand-me-downs from Play It Against Boys?
Oh, the hand-me-downs.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
So, okay, go ahead.
Well,
I didn't want you to be like, hey, go get beginner set because
No.
Okay.
I was going to say, if you get a beginner set given to you, by all means play it. I mean, I played the top flights for a little bit and was super appreciative that I had them. Whatever. We did the TikToks and stuff with it, though.
With the driver, yeah. Just because we don't want to mess up ours.
That's fair.
Sorry, what's it, Mr. Ken?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But
we are appreciative. It's a great, extra random club bag.
It's a bag for Kaylee to be able to play if she comes out and plays with me because we've talked about her playing. She is. She's planning on playing. Swear to God.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Really?
I talked her into she was, I don't know, still kind of on the fence, but
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Continue on.
No. But it's going to be like a later in the day where there's nobody on the course. That way she doesn't feel like pressured and shit like that. Because she just doesn't. Yeah. Okay. But
what was your advice on the clubs? Sorry.
So, I mean, old beat up clubs. I'm not saying beat up, but going and buying, a hand-me-down set or something like that. Your granddad's old clubs. Start off with something like that. Don't go blow a bunch of money on clubs. And if you do end up wanting to buy clubs, go get lessons first, and then go get fitted. That way, you know exactly what you're supposed to be swinging, how you're supposed to be playing. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, to an extent, depending on your game.
Yeah.
So
on hand-me-downs.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Pay for the name. Yeah. Like if you can find some old school Vokeys, stuff like that. Of course, buy those over.
Some like a no offense to Top Flight, but
or some Ben Hogans or Wilsons or
Vokeys, if you can get like a Vokey wedge.
Even some old school titleist irons.
Bubble shaft burner irons.
Anything.
Big Bertha wet irons.
All of the old school TaylorMade drivers are hot. Like, I mean, they're still solid. Yep. I mean,
even the R11 that I bought, that I traded with Cody. Like,
yeah.
So $115.
Yeah.
It's still hot.
Yeah. So with that being said, if you're gonna end up spending a lot of money on clubs, unless you're just flush with fucking cash and just feel like you want to do it, whatever. It's your life, dude. Blow it. I don't care. That's what I'm doing. And I'm not flush with cash. I'm just very irresponsible. It's like all those memes you see. It's like you have all this stuff and people think you're rich. It's like, nah, bro. I'm just financially irresponsible. My wife hates it. Yeah. I mean, do it the right way. Don't do what I did. So get lessons, get fitted, start off slow. I mean,
start off with like some older hand-me-down clubs versus going to go buy a brand new starter set.
And also give yourself time to even see if you're going to enjoy it. Because, I mean, you might go out there the first time and be like, oh, this is cool. And then 3 months in, you're like, nah, I really don't want to play that much. Or, you're only playing once a month. Then how are you justifying buying a bunch?
One thing I advise, now I know this is your segment, but one thing I always advise against is using rentals. If you don't have clubs,
don't
go to a course and get rentals.
No, do not go out there and tear their clubs up if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and because they're not fitted for you, you don't know what flakes you're looking into. You got to do a little bit of research because that's not going to optimize your game as a new golfer. It's really not.
I went to the first time I'd ever played golf. I was with my brother-in-law and his brother-in-law, So I was with my brother-in-law, my wife's brother, and he was with his wife's brother and a good family friend of his, and we were all out there, and he's like, don't worry, man, I've taken care of everything, and we go to one of the nicest courses I've ever been to. It's Lake Buena Vista. It's one of the Disney courses. It's, in my opinion, the nicest Disney course. It has a nice, beautiful island green. It's a gorgeous course. So we go out there, my first time ever golfing, and they bring out my bag of clubs. He's like, I was like, am I using yours or what? Because I didn't know. Like, I pull up and the guy comes up and like grabs our clubs out of the car, puts them in the cart, turns around and like it was just great. You know what I mean? Like,
bougie.
Yeah, top tier. So we go around back and we're ordering drinks. And, Matt, my brother-in-law, he's like, when I get a Jack and Coke, I'm like, I want a Jack and Coke double. Like, they bring my clubs, or they pull the cart around, and there is a full brand new set of Sim 2s with a brand new spider putter. Like, I mean, a full set of Sims. And I went out there and got drunk off my ass on Jack Daniels and played golf. And it was the first time I'd ever played. I had the absolute time of my life. It rained its ass off like halfway through. But I don't advise doing that, just because if my dumb ass were to have broken something, it's an expensive fucking set.
And no offense, especially with your temper. If you would have got hot and like slammed a club.
Right at my first time ever playing. Yeah. So, but yeah.
It wasn't your first time ever playing. We had played a couple times before that. It wasn't your very first time. Because I remember we were out on the course and you were talking about how excited you were, and I was trying to help you practice on stuff, getting you ready to go out there.
That's right.
Yeah, it was before this ever became a thing.
Yeah,
it was just when we first started hanging out.
But it's cool because from then that was the first time I'd ever played golf
like
with
a
Matt.
Super nice course.
Well, that was the first time I'd played with Matt, and then he came up and we played Honeybee together, and he was like, after I had left, because I had come back home and Kaylee was still up in Virginia with all of them, and he was like, dude, just like complete different person out there golfing, like from just like a year and some change ago. It's like, thank you. So number 3, I mean, and this is, I take it back. This is the most important. Learn course etiquette. For the love of fucking God, learn course etiquette. I don't know how many times we see people absolutely disrespecting the courses that we go to all the time, and it drives me insane. I had a situation like 2 weekends ago or something like that where, and if you see this, Don't care. There were some gentlemen that were playing. So number 9 and number 18 at the Pines go around a pond.
As y'all have seen in the video.
Yeah.
If you haven't, go watch some of our videos. You'll see it.
So I've teed off on 9. I've put my drive up in the middle of the fairway. I'm walking out to my ball. My wife is sitting in the golf cart because it was 90 degrees, so she's like right next to me. I'm walking out to my ball,
I remember you telling me
and a ball flies past my head and smokes the cart and almost hits my wife. I turn around. Nobody yelled for. I'm sorry, there was 4 of them. Nobody yelled for. Nobody said anything. I turn around, and they're just staring at me. So when it comes to shit with my wife, it doesn't take a lot for me to snap. So I picked their ball up, yeeted that bitch into the pond, turned around and was like, nobody's going to fucking say anything. And they just all sat there. And then one guy started mocking me, and my wife was like, just get in the cart, let's go. Because I was hot at that point. Like, I hate to say it, but I was like fighting mad. Like, I don't appreciate shit like that. Fucking say
it would have been different if they would have said something.
If you would have yelled 4 and it hit the cart, okay.
Yeah.
But the fact that all 4 of y'all are watching it smoke right at my goddamn wife sitting in the cart.
Did not say nothing?
Bro, I was hot. So I went in the pro shop. I am on beyond a first name basis with everyone there. The golf pro, Dave, phenomenal dude. Me and Dave.
Shout out to Dave for allowing us to film so much at the Pines.
Yeah.
Everything he does for the channel. I know a lot of his employees watch our stuff.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the guys. Shout out to Ethan as well.
Thank you,
haven't
guys.
talked to you in a little bit.
But yeah, so I immediately went into the pro shop because I felt like I broke course etiquette by doing what I did. Even though I knew they were in the wrong, I knew I fucked up. I immediately went into the pro shop because I'm a member at the Pines. I went into the pro shop and I was like, Dave, I'm going to go ahead and give you a heads up in case you get a complaint. I was like, I just threw somebody's golf ball into the pond. And he chuckled and he looked at me and he goes, Kevin, you threw somebody's golf ball? I was like, he's chuckling, but the owner of the course is standing right next to him, Mr. Patel, as I'm telling him this, which he's told Mr. Patel, hey, Kevin comes and spends a lot of money here. He's great. He's super supportive. Like, he's told him this in front of me several times in the past before. So Mr. Patel knows of me. So I was like, look, I just want to apologize. And I was like, but let me explain. I was like, there's 4 guys on 18. They shanked a drive. Nobody said anything. And almost smoked my wife in the golf cart. I was like, me picking their ball up and throwing it and yelling, nobody's going to fucking say anything, would have been the least of anyone's worries if they would have hit my wife. And the owner of the golf course, Mr. Patel, he was like, yeah. And I was like, so I want to apologize. I was like, because I feel like I was way out of line and I shouldn't have done that. And Dave was like, no, that's not okay. He was like, because you have a situation where you have people that are just shanking balls left and right and not going to say anything. If you hit somebody and hurt somebody, bro, that is a serious, number one, that could end up being a lawsuit for the course, I'm sure, plus whoever did it. I'm sure there's got to be some sort of liability on the golfer's hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the golfer wasn't playing by, like, he wasn't using his golf etiquette.
Yeah, so please, for the love of God, learn golf etiquette. I don't know how many times I played with Ken out there. The first time I ever played with Kaylee's dad at the Pines, I had stopped and I took 2 steps forward and I had a ball come off of I don't even remember what hole it was, but I had made a joke. I was like, oh, I'm always worried when people tee off here that I'm going to get hit. I took 6 steps forward and the ball flew right past my head behind me, and he was like 6 foot behind me. And
was it the par 3?
I don't think.
Was it the par 3 with the tee box that's like halfway down the hole on the right hand side?
No, I was on 8. So it's
where, 7 and 8.
Yeah,
or is it 2? Yeah, you got 2, 8, and then 7.
So I was on. So it comes down. So there's number 4, it's fairway, and then this fairway,
and then number 7.
Yeah,
and then number 8.
You know, it
and then
bends
number 2
right there where you hit your drive. Well, how was it that it was set up? I don't remember. Either way, I almost got
somebody
smoked.
have to either snap hooked it or somebody on 2 hit a hell of a slice.
But we've also had situations where I've hit drives or I've mishit a ball and I've hit towards people and I will scream at the top of my lungs. Mm-hmm. Or I've put a golf ball in somebody's golf cart while they were on the tee box. You remember that?
And it stayed there.
And it stayed in the box, in the cart. And but I yelled 4. We got up there. They're laughing and everything. They were like, "No, you said 4." This, that, that. As long as you know what you're doing, course etiquette, follow cart path rules. And have genuine courtesy for the people around you.
Because there's other people trying to enjoy that game just as much as you are.
Yeah. And what kills me, man, is that I love seeing people go out and play with their kids. Warms my heart. Love seeing the people get, younger generations involved in golf. But be a better role model. How many times have we turned around and seen adults letting their kids drive and they're on the back of the cart, shaking the cart and everything? Oh, yeah. It's not funny. It's not cool.
No, get hurt. Like, really hurt.
Yeah. So while you're out here acting like a jackass, now your kid wants, if that's all they know growing up, set a better example. Learn the course etiquette, learn the course rules, because I'm a stickler for shit like that. Yeah. Like, I get upset on the course and stuff like that.
Like that story you told me today, somebody flipping a golf cart that we know. Like that bothers me because that's a course we go to a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't think we filmed with this person before, but we've played at that course with this person before.
Yeah.
And so I don't want us being affiliated with something like that because I don't want them to take away our filming privileges. I don't want them to think that they're involved, because that's not cool.
I paid for a fucking membership.
If you get to a point to where A, you've had too much to drink, or B, you're too immature to drive a golf cart the way it's supposed to be, I get wanting to cut up and have some fun. Like, I've done my share of doing that. I've hit a couple ruts. I've done that a couple of times. My not quite jumped a curb, but I've hit a curb pretty hot before. Everybody does it from time to time, but to flip it, there's nothing on a golf course that if you're going at a decent rate of speed, conscious of what you're doing, there's no way you're flipping a golf cart. You have to be A, out of your state of mind, or intentionally trying to do something stupid. I mean, in all honesty, don't tear up the course's equipment. People want to complain about how expensive golf is to play. That's why. People going out there tearing their shit up.
And they just got all of these carts.
Yeah, people going out there tearing their shit up.
Yeah.
And I'll piggyback off what you said earlier about cart rules. I have seen so many times where it is downpoured rain the night before, it is cart path only, and people out there just cruising around, tearing up the fairways. You might not think it's nothing, but because your fat ass don't want to get out the cart and walk to your golf ball, you're destroying the course.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've been in a while.
And I'm a fat ass. I'll get out and walk because I care about the course.
Yeah. But course, I think, and that, like I said, I'll end on that, but that is the top for me. Learn the game and learn the rules and learn the etiquette. And like I said, even beyond that, just have courtesy for those around you. Realize there are other people. Everyone is so stuck in their bubble of their life and it's tunnel vision because this is my life and my world and I'm doing. Everyone else out there is in the same mentality, living the same way. They're living their life, trying to enjoy that day, whatever. They don't need you coming along acting like a jackass and fucking that up because I'll tell you right now, somebody just completely disregarding everything and being loud and obnoxious out there will burn my ass so quick to the point that I'll leave.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just because I'm not going to have my whole mood ruined over, because this is supposed to be something where you take a little pride in and you have respect for the game.
I agree with that.
I get it. Yeah, we're not going out. We're not professionals. We're not playing to make a bunch of money or anything like that. But it is a sport that holds some level of respect for the game to go out there and play. Mm-hmm. Not just to go up there and hack up the golf course and do whatever you want. And yeah, but I'll end on that. Be humble. Be smart on your purchase decisions. Get lessons. Don't be a dick. I mean, that's
Dr. Kevin's top threes.
I feel like that's life advice. Don't be a dick. Be humble.
Be humble.
I was thinking the same thing. But yeah, I mean, that's really all I got, man. I feel like I went probably way too into depth with a lot of it.
No, you're good. That's perfect.
I feel like those are the top threes that I could think of off the top of my head. I'm sure if you give me a little bit more time, I could come up with a lot more. But I feel like my top three should be the first three that I think of. So
okay, last little bit, and when to hear. So far, going back into the softball topic. So far, what position do you feel comfortable at?
I have no fucking idea.
So, like, if you're going out in the field and we're doing say we're doing infield or hitting outfield, shagging balls.
I enjoy playing second.
You enjoy playing second?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy playing second more than you did playing left during live BP at the team practice?
I mean, I liked playing left field.
Yeah.
I do, just because.
It's busy.
Yeah.
It's very busy.
But I liked playing second.
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see where Coach puts us.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he puts me at third or puts me in, like, left center. That's what I'm hoping for. So, Kevin did the intro, so I'll do the outro. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Mosquito on you. Well,
I get it.
I would have thought of like 6 different ways I would have rather done that, but that's
that works,
it didn't.
Oh, it didn't?
No, he's definitely just
Cool. Should get. I don't know what's happening. That's a wrap for episode 12.
Yeah.
I'm ready. We got to do something for episode 20. What are you thinking? Live? Maybe not a live audience, but we film it live.
Yeah.
Get the computer out here.
Yeah.
Do a live.
Yeah.
Maybe. What do y'all think? Comment below in the video, and then obviously get this. Give us some downloads. Give us something on any of our podcasts. Where you can get your podcast. Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Buzzsprout. I feel like I'm missing one. Pandora. Pandora doesn't have a podcast.
I've been on Pandora since
Amazon.
like high school.
Amazon Podcast. Amazon Music has podcasts on there, so we're on there as well. So anywhere you can get your podcast, give us some love.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget, if you're giving our podcast some love, hop over to the YouTube channel. Give us some love there. We're 42 subscribers as of right now.
Yeah.
We're almost to 100 videos. I think after this is going to put us about 95, 96.
Yeah.
So we're almost up to 100 videos, 42 subscribers. We're starting to get some views.
Yep.
We got about 5 or 6 videos that are up over 100 views.
Yeah.
We got one that's broke 1,000.
Yep.
So now I know for people that are like, oh, it's only 100 views. That's a huge milestone for 2 boys out of the middle of nowhere that just started this year ago with no budget.
Started playing.
No, I mean, in reality, how much money have we put into this? Not including the golf equipment and stuff like that.
I mean,
$100, $30, $25 subscription, $40.
Yeah.
I mean, we put less than $500.
Yeah.
Into our equipment, and I mean, so we're not gonna start pouring money in until we start seeing
yeah.
some stuff come.
I hate to say a reason to, but like we said earlier, don't go out and buy a bunch of golf clubs if you're not where you need to be yet. So,
but in reality, we are doing this for you guys, but we're also doing it because we enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
And it's also stuff that we can look back on later on and be like, hey, I always wanted to do something like that. I did it.
Well, and it gives us a reason to go and do new stuff.
Yeah, we can never say in our life, I didn't give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it's the spike of the YouTube. Why not try YouTube? I've always wanted to have a channel. I always tried to do a gaming channel. It never worked out.
Yeah.
You did the same thing. And then, I started getting into different types, and I was like, hey, I want to give that a shot. And you were on board, and I don't think I would have stayed this long trying to do it by myself. Now that I'm into it, if I ever had to go solo, I probably would.
Yeah.
But I don't see us doing anything different.
No.
I mean, honestly, I don't see us ever having to go a solo route. But
no.
I enjoy doing it, man.
Yeah.
I'm really. I do it for them, but I also do it for myself.
I enjoy this. Yeah.
I enjoy doing the podcast sometimes more than I do the videos.
Sit down, talk, relax.
I enjoy editing the podcast a whole lot more than the videos. I can promise you that. That's one thing I really got to look into is either you getting a computer helping with some editing or something. Because that's what burns me out is editing.
Yeah.
Because, I've edited 95 videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So, did you know that YouTube has podcasts? Seriously.
Yeah.
It's YouTube podcast now. Just dropped. Yeah. So our playlist of podcasts
going on
is now YouTube podcast.
Yeah.
Call it that bitch between my fingers.
And there it went.
So, signing off, guys. Tyler T-Box / Tyler Batterbox. Kevin Divot / Kevin Doubles, depending on the sport we're playing for the day.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Could be Tyler Ironsights, Kevin Acock.
Oh, it's not. Oh, It's not Girth Brooks no more.
Oh, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was mine?
I don't remember. I just remember Girth Brooks.
The Womb Raider.
Womb Raider.
The Womb Raider and Girth Brooks. That's our call sign for Airsoft. It's great.
Oh,
it's great. Oh, I'm going to get roasted for that at work. Because none of the guys at work know that.
Oh, dude.
And the guys at work listen to this.
Womb Raider and Girth Brooks.
And Girth Brooks.
And the fucked up part is we came up with these names, and you can't call each other that in Valahag because there's children around. It's like, what?
Well, we do over the mic.
Well, yeah.
And then Cody's the Hoss.
Yeah.
So,
all
right, sign off, guys. We'll see y'all in the next tee box, batter's box, airsoft field,
somewhere there's not fucking mosquitoes.
The Caddy Shack, wherever we see you next time. We hope we see you there. And we love you guys.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We're still looking into doing those deep dive podcasts into the life of Kevin Divots and Tyler T-Box. So
yeah,
we might have that coming up. Might do that for our 1 year celebration.
I think it'd be a good idea.
We start filming leading up to that 1 year celebration and
drop it then.
And drop it for our 1 year. So,
yeah.
So maybe we'll do like 3-part segments.
Okay.
So, all right. Later, guys.
Later, guys.